me. Just shit on the ground. Alright, trying to get comfortable.
The anthem plays for you soon. You are the emperor of nothing. Sam Fisher, are you home? The signs are everywhere, holy shit. The fallen trees with their stumps behind angers me. You claim land animals. You claim land animals, and now you trees, who are you? Care. The stumps anger you. say what I can and can't do with the lands I've been brought to. Why would spirits guide me here then? Do not choose to see what kind of ruler I will be. Do not choose to watch and listen. You've already decided your own opinions on me before you even got to know what kind of ruler I will be, what kind of leader I am. You are the foolish ones. Very foolish, you are to ask me. When the Empire comes here and runs you all down like dogs, you would be wishing that Gorm Hrafn had built an army to stop them. When you are hiding in your burrows from creatures that are wishing harm upon you, you'll be wishing that Gorm Hrafn was here for you. My people were forged in fire. Things are getting spicy for us, guys. Things are getting spicy, that's for sure. I am stubborn in some ways, but not in every way. What signs? No, just kidding. I wonder. I wonder who was foolish enough to assume so much of Gorm Hrafn. Assume that I am somebody like the Emperor. Very foolish people out there. Very foolish. I look forward to see where it goes, though. I didn't play as much today as I thought I was going to. I ended up getting distracted after a bit, but I'm gonna play a lot more today. Welcome to the channel, Captain Kablooey. By the way, guys, sorry, if you were on the YouTube side of things and watching, I didn't have multi-chat on, so I didn't see if you guys said anything. So welcome in if you're watching on YouTube and you said something, and if you said something and I didn't see you chat. Captain Kablooey. I think some of the signs were from the spirits, and some of the signs were from, I think, some crazy guy that has been bothering me. Nice. Gorm, he respects the spirits to a degree. The way he sees it, when the spirit of, well, he's not sure what spirit it was because he's not familiar with them yet. The one that attacked him for the trees being, the stumps being left behind. He's going to experiment with removing the stumps because he doesn't know if the spirit's evil or if the spirit is just angry because of the stumps, or something simple as that. And so he's going to test the theory by getting rid of the stumps and see if that pleases the spirit. If it does not, Gorm is a man built in fire, you know, forged in flames. He's lost so much that he is no longer running from problems. He's fighting problems, you know? So if the spirits attack him and his kin, the people he's pledged to help and protect, he will fight tooth and nail, even if it's a spirit, or he's not willing to lose everything he's building here. Especially from everything he's already lost on the journey to the Isles. And in that hope, Gorm will either gain the respect of the spirits, or they will hate him even more for defying them and being so willing to defy them. it could end up becoming a tale told by people. You know how like in like Nordic tales where people tell stories of men who've gone against the gods and the gods punishing them in odd ways. There's even tales where men have gone against the gods and the gods in the end respected them for their tenacity, in a sense. But Gorm is definitely a fighter. He's definitely somebody who's got fire in his heart because of his background. That is for sure. Because this sign was up by the spirits, I think. The fallen trees with their stumps behind anger me. But Gorm was angered by the spirit's attack. Without warning, without speaking. Summons creatures that are foul for him and his kin to fight. When Gorm is challenged with danger, he lashes out in anger. Gorm does not yet understand the spirits either. They are a mystery to him. They are confusing to him. Their ways are unknown. Made clear soon enough. One way or another, perhaps. Gorm's trials have just begun. Where they go. The only downside is, in a couple of days, I'll have to be gone for a little bit while I, go and to another state to do some job searching. And then when I start moving, I might not be on for about a week or two while I make some money and get the internet going and shit like that. Because when I move to my new place, I won't have any internet for at least the most a month, you know? Which will make it hard for the season, but, like, it seems like seasons last for a while. And if I have to miss an age or be, you know, sparse in an age, I will probably message the admins to, because I want to be still a part of the RP when I come back, to say, hey, Gorm's gone on a pilgrimage, and he's wandering the lands, and maybe we can do some like world building, or what does Gorm see in his journey, so when I come back, I have something to say to people while I was, you know, on my pilgrimage, because I'm gonna be gone for a couple of days IRL. And that will help me come back and not just be like, where was Gorm this whole time? I can tell my friends that I'm going. I can tell my friends that I'm, like, my companions that I'm going far. Yeah, I have a lot to think about. And the RP is actually getting pretty spicy pretty quickly, which is good. It's slow burn, but at the same time, it's going places.
Hello there.
Who are you?
Doing fine.
I said, who are you? I've not seen you
Oh,
before.
who? I'm Robert.
Robert, what brings you to my lands?
Just a bit of scouting and adventuring. What is this place?
This is the River's Bend, a land claim I made of my own. I am Gorm Hrafn.
Seems like there's a whole town here. How many people live here?
Several now, growing still.
River's Bend, you called it?
Mm-hmm. Where have you traveled from? Have you become familiar of these strange lands?
Oh yeah, I run the tavern to the east of here.
The one near the mountain pass?
Yeah.
I've been there before. Dark spirits attacked, bringing in those strange tender men. I fought bravely amongst others over there.
Thank you very much.
Do you know much of the spirits? Have you heard more about them? They are still a mystery to me.
I've got a few. I've heard some thoughts of some people's stories of them, but it's all a bit weird at the moment. I do have a book in the tavern if you want to read about the growing green, one of the spirits.
I can hardly read most words. My people wrote in runes. Very simple, unfortunately.
Well, if you see a shadowy figure with red armor, that's one of the spirits.
Does it look like thorns and plants?
Yeah.
What is its purpose? Is it a dark spirit? It's the one who attacked my town, angered over the stumps that I had cut down, the trees to build and nourish my friends and family.
It doesn't like stumps. It likes clearing out trees properly, it seems.
I should have made stuff more clear. I would have gone to war against it, for it harmed me and my friends. Because we are not cutting stumps, I could have been more clear of things, besides making enemies of people that were brought here. A man who is angered by the spirits is a man to be feared, I think. I respect them, but I do not fear them.
Well, we've not seen what they can do yet.
Well, they can manifest creatures, but I was able to defeat them. They were strong and large and dangerous, but I fought strong, did not falter against them.
Whoa, someone's shooting a bow at us.
Dear, he's poaching on my lands.
Oh.
You there! Who is this? You there! Can you hear me?
Oh, good day to you, sir.
Robert, before you go, I have not finished our conversation. As much I have questions, many questions. I want to talk to this man later. He is poaching. He was trying to poach on my lands by shooting arrows at deer that were over here. Would you join me for a meal? I'm hungry.
I know.
I have many questions for you anyways, Robert. So you are from the tavern. Are there many people who live there, or work there?
Currently 3 people work there, myself included.
What are your intentions there?
Just to keep a peaceful, neutral place where everyone can relax, free of the politics of the land.
That is fair.
Many towns are setting up. People will soon be starting their own alliances, and maybe war will break out soon.
I fear war will break sooner than you think. There are foolish out there who compare me to the Emperor. And mistaken
Why would they do that?
Because I claim my own land. I claim my own destiny. I want to make something for my people. They do not know this. All they know is Gorm Hrafn, the man who claims his own land, his own beasts, his own creatures. You do not understand why I do so. I suffered at the hands of the Empire. I am no friend of the Empire. And if they are to fight me, and if they are to be victorious and stuff me out, they'll one day realize they regret killing Gorm Hrafn. They will regret not having an army here in case the Empire ever returns. And I've heard there are Empire sympathizers living in the north. Those who I wish to strike down.
Sympathizers in the north.
Mm-hmm. I heard it from a good resource.
Who's your good resource? I've not heard anything of that.
I have people who know the land well, and they travel far, and they learn of people. They've even seen relics built recently honoring the Empire's legions. Oh, pardon me.
Ugh.
I need to cook some food. I bet you are hungry from travel. When I have a guest, I be sure to feed them. It is the right way.
It's nice to have some hot food rather than the cold travel rations I normally travel with.
Pardon me, I heard an arrow. Enjoy the food, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
You there, what is your name?
Hello?
Who are you?
Oh. Heaven above. What the hell? Them boars! Magic is missing.
What is your name?
Nowhere. I am Gar's Black Oak.
Gar's Black Oak. I should warn you since you are not familiar with the land here. This entire river's blend is my claim. I am Jarl Gorm Hrafn.
Jarl, I did not know that there were Jarls here in this land. It is new indeed, but too new for such claims just yet.
No. I am claiming for my future, for my friends, for my generations to come. It's never too soon to claim land. Before others do. We're all scrambling around here, but I know most of us are new. All of us are exiles, so I make a fair warning first. This river bend, the creatures inside are mine, for hunting, for to feed my friends and family here. If others are poaching here, we will not have food enough to feed ourselves.
There's plenty of food across the river. And to the west and the east there's plenty. And we gorge ourselves on what meat we can find.
How long will it last, though?
Starvation just yet.
More and more of us show up every day. It is not to last forever. Let me tell you of why I claim this land peacefully. I make warning to all who come here. Not everyone is aware of it yet. But I've claimed the river's bend, this peninsula, and I've built a border down there. Many of us do live here now, but we are building things to prosper, to last for a long time. You understand?
I understand the need to make your claim and whatnot. But me and my people, we are nomadic. We go where we wish, wherever the spirits or whatever passes.
Then do me a favor. Respect my claim. There's plenty of land around, like you said. Plenty of places to hunt.
So long as you will respect me, sir, as an individual, I will respect you and yours.
That's all I expect as well.
Very good, then.
Sorry, what was your name one more time? I was quick to anger.
Sorry. I am Garrus. Garrus Blackoak, and...
Garrus. Garrus Blackoak.
I did not know that it was... such things were so serious around here. I was just testing... this is a new bow that I have here. So I was just testing how far I could set an arrow in flight.
I understand. Everybody out there has their own goals. The land is fresh and new and bountiful, I agree. Everybody is for a scramble. If you traveled far, you'll see that many settlements have popped up everywhere. To be a leader, I must be stern yet fair. And being stern, unfortunately, rubs you the wrong way. Some don't agree with my land claim, but in their own ignorance, they do the same without realizing it. If they build a home somewhere, is that not their land claim?
Yes, I guess that is true.
Welcome to my lands, though. We are to be one day a hub of trade and prosperity. We are on the river's bend. This is River's Bend. Hence the location. And the name stuck, so I've not decided to change it.
How many people do you have under your banner?
Several, and growing.
That is good, that is good. Well, me and my companions, we are not sticking in one place. We intend to venture quite a...
Well, then I permit you, if you travel here in the near future, we'll have a mead hall where you can feast and drink and tell of your tales. We'll also have a trader who comes here through recently. He takes trophies and trades in gold. He visits the market often.
Well then, if with your permission, we would like to trade here as well once we've gathered all of our flock together.
All traders are welcome, and all I ask is those who travel through my lands respect my rule and law while within. I do not take much. Some think I take a lot, but the entire peninsula, compared to the rest of this world, is not very much. Would you think so?
Well, let it be so then. So long as you don't follow the Empire or its ilk, you are a friend to me.
I am no sympathizer of the Empire. They are my enemy. And if they were to arrive here, I would raise my blade for the first time against them. I have cowered with my tail between my legs for too long. I have a fire in my heart, and it burns with the desire to build something to last for my future generations.
Admirable, admirable. I would warn you though then, I came across something just to the north of us here. I don't know what exactly is happening here in these lands, but it appears the Imperials have followed us here.
I'm aware of this. I have friends who have scouted far, and we are to raise blades to them soon. Perhaps your nomadic friends would like to join us in battle on our shield wall.
It is too soon to say for such things. First we must gather all of our friends to see if we can actually pose a shield wall to begin with. We are only 6 at the moment.
I've made many friends. I have another clan out there who are willing to join us. If we are to let them grow and entangle their roots into the soil, there will be no stopping the Empire.
Agreed, agreed. Well, this is... will be best to this... I do not speak for all of my people. I do not know if they would welcome... I don't know. I cannot say for sure right now, sir.
Could you do me a favor then? In your travels, if you speak of Gorm Hrafn, there's a fool out there, perhaps he's part of the Empire, trying to run amok. Someone is leaving signs in my land saying and comparing me to the Emperor, saying I'm no different.
Who is this?
I never got his name, but when I first met this man, he was eavesdropping on a conversation with me and a new friend. And I confronted him, and he did not like my hostilities towards somebody who was meandering through my lands and snooping. So I ran him off and threatened to have him beaten for trespassing. And now, since that moment, signs and messages are left comparing me to the Empire and saying how I will fall soon. Perhaps, if you wish to dispel these rumors, I would reward you with my own thanks. You do not have to do this, for you do not know me well, but it is something that is a nuisance I am dealing with.
You seem like a reasonable person, far more reasonable than any machination from that Imperial hole. So, I will do this for you, sir. I will.
I appreciate it. I hope you have safe travels in this strange land, and may the spirits guide you. But be wary. From what I've learned, some spirits may be darker than others and are easily angered.
Well, I have yet to see these spirits for myself just yet, other than the ones in my own head, so,
Then I'll give you a fair warning. If you are to chop trees, one spirit seems to be angered by stumps left behind. You will rally those tindermen out there made of rock and stone and wood to fight. I'm not sure the intent beyond that, but I've fought a great battle here, and some of my friends were wounded during the skirmish.
yes, just recently, me and a hunting party were out, and we tangled with some giant blue brood just to the west of here.
I've seen them.
Forest.
They are the size of 10 men. They carry trees as weapons. It took 5 of us to take one down. Eyes blood red with murderous intent.
My friend, I am a Fletcher. I find that fire arrows are most effective, especially in mass quantity at once. If you would ever need my wares or
Hello
anything,
there.
or any ammo
Hey,
for your
Robert.
bows, just seek me out. Our camp is just to the west, across the river, in fact.
All right, I'll
Get
keep
your
this in
map
mind.
Enjoying the afternoon?
If you look at this
Second-hand
map here,
reports of this
it's
stuff
right
is great,
about
but it's
there.
great. It's
That's
better
where our
to
camp
watch
Ah,
this
I've
for
seen
yourself.
this. I've seen your outpost. I've seen you build it. I've traveled a lot along the rivers.
Yes, that is good. We have had many come to our hearth, but we won't be staying long. I think my companions have already found a place further downstream to reside.
Safe travels, and I should warn you, if you travel south along the river, the farther you go, more dangers arise. I've heard from others that there's an army of the dead, supposedly.
The
Far
Undead
south.
City.
Mm-hmm. I've
not
heard
seen
rumors of it,
these.
but I have not seen it with my own eyes.
Yes, I've heard that there are Draugr there. I thought that they were all gone from this world.
And I've never heard stories of such creatures.
The Imperials were quite persistent in their disgust towards the undead. Most of the burial tombs from our homeland were destroyed and ransacked to make sure that the undead menace never returned. I can't imagine them being here. Are we not the first people here? I have not seen any.
It's hard to
traces.
say. I found ancient things here. I have found a tomb recently. Very short and empty. Farther along the river, up the river from where you live. Far among it. I have found it in the tree lines, and I went to explore. It was small, but you can smell the stench of old bodies down there. So I left to let them rest.
Stranger and stranger it seems. Well, I would beg a boon from you before I depart.
And what would that be?
Do you know where this fellow is? I've heard he has a tavern somewhere.
What was his name?
Rusty Todd's?
Yes, he's not sure if he's running a tavern, but he has a shop down this direction along the river. I'm not really sure which one it is his, but there's plenty of villages down that way that you should discover.
Yeah. Alright,
If you're
then.
looking for the tavern, you might be looking in the wrong direction.
And who are you, sir?
Robert Linton. I'm the one who runs the tavern out east of here.
Oh, Robert. Oh, I've heard word of you. Perhaps I've mistaken names. I'm sorry. Where is it? Might I know where your tavern is, sir?
Just east of here. If you were to go east in that direction, over to around there, I'll mark on your map.
Ah.
If you go up the hill, there's a tavern up there. Still not finished yet. We've got the last few things to move in, and we're going to have a big celebration to open the tavern up.
It's good to hear. I look forward to celebrating and drinking.
Well, it'd be a good thing to drink. One of the spirits, it seems, has given us a job to build a giant bonfire.
I've heard.
Said that if people donate wood to this bonfire, it will give them drinks, maybe.
I am concerned though, because during the same time where the bonfire was to be built, the spirit about the stumps was angered, and I assume perhaps it's by the wood taken, but then again I'm unsure because you've said it is only angered by stumps left behind. But there were no stumps left behind by the tavern when the spirit had summoned more of the tendermen.
I can't speak. I wasn't there.
I'd say keep your mind open to the possibilities that this spirit could be a trickster, setting us up to anger others.
Or there could be two spirits.
You think that there
Maybe
are
the two
spirits here
spirits
that
do
don't
not get
want us
along.
here?
I've heard reports that they both don't get along. Someone who spoke to the spirit in red armor brought up the spirit asking for the bonfire, and apparently the red armor spirit got very angry at this.
Okay.
Tindermen, red armor.
The more I
spears.
learn, this seems to be the case then.
Oh,
Who is this? More enter my land.
My apologies for trespassing. I am just exploring the land.
What is your name?
Tis the Arnig Bloodgorm.
I am Gorm Hrafn. I am Jarl of the River's Bend here.
Well, forgive me for trespassing without permission.
I understand, and I am lenient during these early days of this new land. But soon people will be aware of the River's Bend, and they will understand whose land it is. All I ask is you do not approach or break anything here, and I assume most won't. It is a
Would it
given.
be okay with you if I picked mushrooms from the area outside your fences?
Outside the fences is not mine to be concerned with. You can do as you wish.
Thank you.
damn it! Damn birds.
It is a very nice isthmus you have here.
Son of
I should be more
better
clear to you. I see you have misunderstood. You may take these berries as a gift, but I should explain deeper. This entire river's bend, from the inner side of the river to the fences down at the front of the entrance to my lands, is my land claim.
perhaps Edith
I understand.
strong enough craft-
I'm an alchemist, and I usually am in search of ingredients for potions and the what like.
What is your name, miss?
My name is Gianna
As I
Irsik.
need from
Gianna.
my,
You
companion.
should meet my alchemist soon. He is probably have much to share.
You spoke of,
He is not
What's his
around
name?
currently.
exactly is it you reside?
Lucius.
I'll have
If
to
you
keep a
pull out some
lookout for
apples,
him. I'm always looking to meet other alchemists and learn any traits they have to share.
Know of
His
three villages around here. Ah,
experiences are beyond me, but he has made tonics in the past, back before we were exiled, that has saved many lives of folks who are sick.
I know.
He sounds like a great
I
alchemist.
met him on my way over
He
here.
lives in the tower on the hill
I don't know if you've heard of him.
nearby,
Some people
on the
know
inner
him by
lands.
the
I'll show you.
Thank you.
What was that?
Over there.
Okay.
He's not finished it, but he says it's to be a library in his study as well.
Collective, so to speak.
But he's
Do you know
currently
if
out.
he's home?
Yes.
He is
we
out
do not
choreographing
have
the
a
land. I'm
surefire
not sure when
leader
he will
yet,
be
but
back.
I
Okay.
think it will be.
I'll have to stop by next
decided
time then.
eventually.
When we come back around.
Where did Robert go? I know him and I were
Leader,
conversating
at
before he
Silver
left.
I'm not sure.
He must be busy.
Has us tasked looking for a proper place to set up camp.
Gianna.
at the moment.
I am
Yes.
Gorm Hrafn, and
All right.
like I said, this peninsula of the River's Bend is my land
If you
claim.
Look at your map here. we're
And I shall make
currently
myself
camped
clear
about-
that there are others out there who seek to besmirch my name already. I've shooed away, I don't know what to call them, but eavesdroppers. People who wish to snoop on personal business, and they are rude about it. And since these moments where I have had to send them away, they have compared me to the Emperor, which I find very insulting considering what he has done to my people in the past. I am nothing like the Emperor. I wish to build something great here to be prosperous for my friends and family in generations to come.
I respect that. I'm from a small village. Me and my friend here, we're from a communal village. We take nothing from others, only to give. We only mean to share and make friends.
That's good to hear. When I finish my longhouse, in order to have a feast and drinks, and to open up the market officially, I hope to see more new faces here. Faces willing to learn and respect my land claim, but also to share in our bounty as well.
And if you find yourself, further northeast of here, you're welcome in Scarshire to visit.
I'll keep this in mind. We are to travel soon to see what surrounds us. Every day, more and more exiles pour into this new land, lost and confused, and I hope to guide them in the right direction. If they do not choose to stay with me, so be it. If they choose to continue on and explore, so be it as well.
It's very kind of you to guide the lost souls. I wish you the best of luck on your path.
Likewise.
Safe travels, friends.
Take care. Well then, I better get going.
You'll have a safe travels as well. I'll see you around, I believe.
Yes, take
Thank
care,
you.
friend.
Back to town?
I came to. I was just exploring when I.
Hey, RP Shenanigans, I saw the signs. Was that you? One last thing.
He was here. I don't know what happened. He might have taken off to go back to the tavern.
Pardon me, one last thing I'd like to
Uh-huh.
share with you folks. Up the hill over there, I've built a shrine giving thanks to the spirits who guided us here to this strange land, giving us a second chance. I'm not sure if they have seen it yet or acknowledged it, but it's my way of giving thanks to them. And if you are to go to there to pray or leave offerings, it would not be a bad thing.
I will go and give prayer.
Luck with you.
You as well.
It may have been a spirit who left it then. Gorm will fight spirits if he has to, man. Gorm is a feisty sumbitch. They said the signs said there'd be no kings here. No land claims here. And my character is like, no, motherfucker. I'm here to build something great for me and my friends and family to come. I'll not stand idly by with my tail tucked between my legs. Hey, Juan, how you doing, man? What do you mean by no lights? I'm really enjoying this server a lot, though. There's been decent conflict, and I can't wait to see how it's resolved. Because I can see it being resolved in many ways, peacefully, non-peacefully. I can see there being misunderstandings. Well, Gorm, we need Hazis, the Lightbringer. Have you finished applying yet? The server is easy to get onto. You've been on it before. This is a Valheim RP server, Nick Ryder. It's much different than the base game, and it's not the same lore. So Valheim, the base game, is very different. It's about killing these enemies of Odin to ascend to Valhalla, basically. It's the storyline for Valheim itself. RP Shenanigans, even our characters have had a misunderstanding yet. And our characters could end in bloodshed. Our characters could approach an understanding. Our characters could, we could have a series of, like, revenge murders, Revenge killings. Gorm is wise and, careful in his rule. Which misunderstandings makes some really good RP too, because like if the bloodshed ends and they realize their mistake, it could be really good because it'd be like, what the fuck, Nice. Because you know, our interactions could lead to us, fighting and killing each other, or it could lead to us having understanding. It could be an understanding that we get through a conversation, or an understanding we come through after violence, or the violence could lead to one of us dying. Like there's a lot of ways this could be resolved. There could be skirmishes beforehand. There could be conversations. There could be maybe you see. Maybe if you are, made aware of Gorm's, deeds and accomplishments, your mind might change as time goes on, as the word of Gorm spreads across the land of what he has accomplished, what he has done, and so on, No worries. Oh yeah, I be do too, man. You eat some spicy food? We'll see it. I am Gorm. I am Jarl Hrafn. I'm Jarl. Basically a lord. Lord and Jarl's the same thing. I've made myself Jarl because people follow me. And I've told my people that I am making myself Jarl of these lands. So when people come and travel here, that they understand and want to join. You there! Who are you?
I'm Gianna.
Gianna. Alright, I seen you walking across the lands in the distance, and I was curious who they were.
Sorry, I found that the Black Forest meets that edge, so I just turned around and decided to go home.
So be very careful over there.
Yeah.
Me and my friends, my comrades, we've slain 3 of those giant creatures so far. All come from that direction.
Yeah, I've run into a few behind our town, and I'm no match for anything like that, so I just stay away from it.
You have safe travels then. The edge of
Thank
the
you.
dark woods is along the riverside here as well, so careful.
I'll stick to the riverbed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'll just turn my sign. Passing out's not a good thing, Nick Ryder. By the way, man, I think you're new, right? Welcome to the channel, by the way. Hell yeah, brother. There will be a few stumps, though, that we cannot, unfortunately, remove, considering that they are the hardwood. What passed you out? Like, did you not drink enough water, not enough sleep? Did you fatigue yourself? Or your knees locked. Like, were you standing so straight that your knees were locked? No. If you have your knees locked, they will pass out from that. I don't tell you, I ain't no doctor. Yeah, it's too far out now. I'm actually really hyped with the server, guys. I am so happy that this server has grown and gotten so much better than it was in Season 1. And I'm glad there's an RP community in Valheim. Was it a hot day? Only it's winter, so I don't know if it'd be hot. I don't know where you're from, but I know the only time I've ever passed out was from heat exhaustion. I drank too much the night before, and then it was a 107-degree weather day. When he came over, I love to see what happens with the great RP with the server. Yeah. It's hard for me to switch servers when, like, I'm in the middle of, like, good RP, because, like, Red Dead has a lot of good RP to offer, you know? If I'm there for a while. Hopefully next time your mic works, man. I look forward to hearing your voice, because the next RP is so much better. Then I don't have to shit talk you for not having a mic. You're also like, God, this guy is micless. I was all like, I hate micless people. Again, I still have more NoPixel content to upload. I'm only uploading some cool shit that happened. There's a lot that happened that was good slow burn RP, but I think there's so much that happened, and it happened so long ago, I've kind of forgotten the process, so I'm going to upload more of the interesting things. Hey, I don't feel bad about it, man. Shit happens. I've noticed the location I chose tends to be a location a lot of people run through. Because just it's so natural to come to this conclusion if you're following the river. I don't think you met him. I built in a pretty central region. The rivers kind of channel people through here. Scarlet, yeah, dude, I stream and do YouTube, so I stream on both. Yeah. And also check out all the videos I upload. I have a lot of content, so get ready to dive into seasons of episodes. I guess I do sound like Jarl Balgruff. You are Dragonborn. You did it. You slain a dragon. Perhaps I will have more use for you. I guess I do sound like Jarl Balgruff. Oh yes, those are coming up actually pretty soon. You're going to be in a lot of videos if you hang around, Scarly. It's going to be fun. I upload very regularly, so there's going to be a lot of content coming up. We have some Red Dead stuff, we have some GTA stuff, and we have some Valheim stuff coming up, so a lot of content. And I told Lucius is actually Frag. He's my editor for my videos. Him and I both make videos on the channel, but he's more skilled than I am, so he's been hired on basically to make the videos better. But I have him edit the more important videos, and I edit more of the side stuff these days, because I used to edit everything. Hell yeah, man. Dude, that helps my channel grow a lot. You cross-post my content? That will help out so much. Hell yeah. I'm glad, man. Frag is awesome, man. I'm glad you did that. I really hope his channels grow too. Like, he says he's not worried about growing his own content in his own channel, but I still want to see him succeed as well. He deserves it, that's for sure. Oh yeah, dude. I was a little concerned in the beginning because everybody seemed a bit stale, but I had to. I also reminded myself that like the server's very new. Everybody's trying to find their characters, and I figured people are gonna fall into it. And today showed that. Today the RP has been really good, or yesterday for you maybe. So the same day for me. Well, 6 more minutes until it's a new day. But it showed that everybody was starting to fall into their characters, and it was good. You know what I think the RP community needs anyways is more content creators in general, and they'll help the RP community grow a lot, the more of us who role plays here. Honestly, XQC doesn't really roleplay, man. My honest opinion is he does not fucking roleplay. He's just a dude who is trying to roleplay, doesn't understand the deeper meanings of characters. He's more focused on gameplay, He's definitely interested in roleplay, that's for sure, but he's not role-playing, really, it seems like. I can see the interest is there, though. He likes the world. To him, my feeling is that it feels like he's like playing Skyrim and we're all the NPCs, but we're like better NPCs than Skyrim can be, That's how it kind of seems a little bit. I love Burn, man. Early on, Burn was playing more characters, but I think he's definitely got into the more of the gimmick of playing a weirdo, Burn is hilarious, but if I see him in character, I try to avoid him a little bit, Because, he's not, I play a character who can be comedic, yet serious, because I try to tell more of a story. No Pixel, no, it's kind of, honestly, No Pixel fits the GTA theme, because No Pixel feels like Grand Theft Auto, It has its quirkiness that feels like Grand Theft Auto. But I'd rather have more serious interactions than constant, silly interactions. Silly actions are great here and there, and they're funny, and they're fun to have, but if everyone's so, wacky all the time, it doesn't feel that good. I love these rocks in this area. This area feels very Nordic because of all the rocks. On this game? I feel like my town is still smaller than most towns, honestly. "11 active peers." There's only 11 people playing right now. Oh, what's the instance? Wow, we're already at 6,000? I know 12K is the limit, right? We're already like halfway. I mean, I don't see myself building too much more. I know 10K is they want you to keep under, and but they also want, like, you know, 12K is the max. I think I hear somebody out there running around. I feel like the everything's fairly spread out across this area right here. We do have people building right here. We do have people building right here. We do have people building right here, and there's people building in here. I wonder if this instance count is counting neighbors as well. All right, so my area itself is probably a little lower, and I assume people will be moving away from this area as time goes on, because I know there's a couple of, like, temporary buildings in the area at the moment by other players, so that's at least, you know, a couple hundred pieces that will move in a different direction. I know these wooden fences we'll get rid of later when we start building more like actual walls. Honestly, the lag hasn't been too bad. Like,
I understand if the lag is, you know, sticks around the entire time, it would be bad. But if it's like a frame drop as you enter the area, like I don't care. Then, like personally, I don't care because it's like it goes away in like a couple seconds. You know, like I had my frame drops to 20, but I look around and I'm still at 50. It's like whenever the game saves, it fucking freezes anyways. You know. That's just my opinion, though. My perspective on it. But if it's like a consistent lag, then it's like, yeah, I get you. Yeah, see, like I walked over here and a frame dropped for a couple seconds and I was fine. Yeah, right here my instance is 7,000. Now right here it drops and goes back up to 7,000. So this is counting probably. There's a base right here in the trees. Do plants count as do plants and things like this count as what's it called? Things? Yeah, I know terraforming is bad. That's why I've avoided terraforming. Cuz I heard the roads is fine for the most part, but like the flatten tool and the digging tools is not good. I wonder if stumps count as object placement as well, because maybe that's why the spirits hate it, because stumps lag or something. Okay. I'm glad I claimed all the land, because that means we can spread out or build pretty far through it. Which might help with lag, having our bases spread out pretty far. And the more trees we cut down, the more we deal with lag through destruction. Yeah, I heard about that. Like they want you, they after like a copper mine is like mined out, they want to go back and restore it, basically, right? Dude, your town planning and community building is on point. Hell yeah, everything's nice and spread out. It feels realistic too. Like all the homes like are not right next to each other, because we don't have a need to be right next to each other. You know, where like it feels realistic. We've built very realistic here. It's all about that world building, baby. Dude. I've been watching so much Moist Critical lately. I found him like last year, by the way. I didn't know who he was for a long time. But yeah, baby! Like, it's something I used to say when I was younger. And now that he's saying it again, it's like I'm saying it more again. It's like I think of Moist Critical every time now. Fucking champion, that guy. Somebody I would like to meet. Yeah, he seems to be, you know, very, what's it called? He's chill, he's funny. I feel like he's got good morals and he sticks to them, you know? He's overall this kind of interesting, funny guy, and his dialogue is interesting, shit like that. RP, when do you usually play? Because I haven't run into you in like all day today, you know?
This right here is going to be my biggest building, I think. The rest of the buildings after this are small game. But this building is an important building, so it needs to be a little larger. It needs to be a bit spacious. Because this whole front area right here is going to be like a mead hall. And then like everything behind here is like there's going to be my room. And there's going to be like a war room right here. About 10 hours? Okay. He's having an allergic reaction to the forest. Uh-oh. He's getting... Is everything maxed out at 10 right now? Why is he getting, like, hives and shit? I think they made some limits on, like, your character's skills and where they can go to this early on. From the juice, oh. Yeah. There's a lot of people who seem to gameplay over roleplay on this server. Not a lot, I mean, but there's people who do that, you know? I've seen in the administration, there've already been a couple of warnings, like player warned for having fine wood chair, player warned for not role playing in Ravens, stuff like that. Player warned for obtaining copper ore. Player warned for using fine wood in recipe.
Everyone wants to be the almighty ones chosen by the spirits. All I know is Gorm's goal is to his priority is to his ancestors, to his family and generations that he wants to foster. He's curious of the spirits, but the spirits are really not his main concern. And he's worried they'll become a concern if they continue to cause harm to his progression, you know? That is Gorm's concern. Yeah, in the past, it was just that many wanted to put themselves as the main character, not by RPing, but as being like, I'm gonna make myself a secret find with bow and make a lot of gold. And then I'd be the richest man in the realm. So excited they were, I imagine. There we go. Leave that there for now. Just get to get back up there. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad that I waited a couple of seasons because it really shows that like the right people really found their place here, you know? I think I'll probably stream for like another hour or two, and then get some sleep and try to role play like all day tomorrow. See what kind of RP can get involved in, because I don't want to miss out on this spirit stuff and the messages left behind by people. But yeah, I needed to make my chopping axe. I already know this building is gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna use like down here as like walkways or storage or something, and maybe people might spy through here, you know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block it off on the front side, but in the back side, I'm going to purposely make some hidden locations. So basically on the back side, I'm gonna have like a plank of wood kind of move to the side and make it where you can walk through there, and maybe if somebody's playing more of a roguish character, they can sneak around. Like all my villages are level 10. Holy shit. How many people are playing right now? Hey, broski. Hey. Hey, buddy. You whitelisted yet?
No. Still have to finish up the big story, background, character story stuff.
You don't have to be super detailed. You can be very...
Sorry, it needs more details.
I made mine very... I made mine detailed but vague. I didn't go into super detail because I wanted...
How long does it have to be?
It has to match the, like it's like 500 words, maybe. That's not a lot.
It's a lot of words, bro. I'm only at like 1, 2, probably only like 25. No, that's like 5 words, and I've pretty much got all my characters.
You're only at 5 words?
30, like 35, 45 words.
That's not a lot. Like, basically, you just kind of like you have to talk about like where you were before you were exiled in the Empire. You could be vague about. Okay, cool. Yeah, just fill it out.
I'm like I was in my village learning to be a bard, and then I got called upon by Jarl, and came on the part about how he wasn't pleased with my song.
It'd probably be like an empire of a lord of the empire, probably not a jarl.
Okay, a lord. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll switch that. Like, lord.
But so basically, some empire lord or official wasn't like pleased with your thing, so he decided to exile you.
He gave me the option, since he was so generous. He gave me the option of beheading or exile.
Nice. Guys, I just can't wait for you to get on because I can't wait to run into you.
So, and that's pretty much the last part I gotta do. I think I got everything else. Yeah, I have to finish that and submit it, and I just like I'm trying to figure out just things. I'm trying to make it detailed but not too vague. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you get in, you'll have fun. I look forward.
500. How much did you write?
I don't remember. I was just guessing. There's like when you're writing the story, it tells you
Like,
when there's enough words.
How many paragraphs did you write? That's what I want to know.
I don't remember.
Oh, Jesus, bro. A week ago.
When you type it out, it should tell you like if you've typed enough or not.
How does being killed work in this game? Like, so far what I found out is if you die during a raid, you're not actually dead, you're just wounded.
You can actually, perma yourself if you want though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can, so whenever you
It's
die
it's
in
up
an
to it's
RP
up to
event,
you to actually perma. Nobody else can perma you. You have to decide.
It's not okay. It's not like DayZ where like you get shot in front of people, you're dead.
Well, on every RP server, no one forces you to perma.
Oh.
Yeah, it's up to you if it makes sense,
Okay.
Because it prevents power gaming.
Really?
Yes.
How?
Because people can't power game you to kill yourself, basically.
Oh.
Because some people will like force other people like if that rule was where you had to die when you died, people would like force people they didn't like to die or force them into situations, and then they make them perma. So, you know, imagine if the bandit, the same bandit, caught people every time, killed the guy every time, and forced them to perma. That would suck, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of my viewers is saying, why did you write? He says, think of some questions. Or why did you write the song? What was he so angry about? How did that make you feel? And what did you miss the most about your past life? So he says just some questions. Broski, there's a channel where some folks post their character backstory. Check hashtag character lore. That might give you some ideas. Yeah.
Okay. Cause yeah. Oh, you're still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not too good at making RP server applications.
You're not bad though, because once you get into character, you're pretty good. You're
No,
still.
I failed wild RP. Okay.
Wild RP is hard though. Wild RP is like
the only what I think. Yeah, I think the only thing is red zone.
in this server. You've been on this server before.
Yeah, but I didn't interact with anyone.
Yeah, but you can still get on, and this time you have an opportunity to do that.
I totally forgot that had applied. That was even on that freaking RP server, and I don't know why I didn't play it.
Probably just forgot. But dude, every season sounds pretty good. I've only played season 1 in this season, so season 1 was kind of a shit show, but they've definitely gotten way better, and I've had a lot of really cool interactions on roleplay. It feels like I'm playing D&D, honestly, in a way.
That's cool.
Cause like since they do seasons, like
and they do have dungeons too.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of they have dungeons that you all go to and then go seek treasure. I found a pretty big one once. There was like a lot.
Well, this season's a little different, and it starts a little slower, so like there'll be more exploring. But it starts out like everyone. The first 2 weeks is stuck in Stone Age, so you're not allowed to go like get copper and things like that until they let you get to the next stage of the server. Basically, it helps promote growth in roleplay, and it prevents tryhards from like trying to get to end game as fast as possible to be as strong as possible. It's more about promoting RP.
Yeah, because I was like, bro, what? But I like the timing. How the further end game equipment, the longer the distance between the ages or whatever. So
yeah.
We're in the Neolithic era.
Well, it's like the rest of the world is like in a farther age, but were forced to travel to new lands, and we didn't bring any tools or supplies with us because we took what we could carry basically on boats across the ocean. So like we have to build the tools in order to gain these minerals. So we've all been set back to the Stone Age basically, because the journey was dangerous. People have knowledge of how to build better weapons. Like I have a blacksmith in town, but he doesn't have the tools to build what he needs to build, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm also building my mead hall right now, so if you ever end up joining my group, you'll get to dance around and be the fool and play music for us.
Awesome. I can't wait to get my Gnome hat.
I don't know how you'll get that in this version, because I don't know if there's a merchant you actually go to or you make it. But if you figure out how to make that hat for yourself, fucking love to see you dancing around with that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to call see what you're doing because I'm RPing right now on the server, but I haven't run into anybody in a bit, so I just wanted to give you a quick call and see what your status was.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I've just been thinking about the background of the character. And trying to flesh it out, because I have a vague idea of the character. I just don't have it all.
Yeah.
Because I also have to read up on the lore as well to make sure everything is, coherent.
You sound like you got going pretty correct before. I only had to correct you about the Jarl thing to be a lord instead.
Yeah, I figured it'd end up like that because it's just called an empire.
Yeah. But the Empire has consumed, you know, other nations. So like there's like Vikings who were defeated and things like that too. Viking-esque characters. It just depends what area you're from. It could be Jarl, yeah. But I don't know. But the Empire would probably use the term Lord instead of Jarl. You know?
Okay.
Because they conquered.
Gotcha.
My character's using some old terms from the northern parts, but the Empire ruled his area. I like the story I made up. Basically, in my region is that I was in a poorer region where the land was really harsh near the mountains, and the soil wasn't good for crops, but we still had to plant what we could anyways, and when the hunting and the fishing was sparse.
Yeah, it's probably 8 turnips.
Yeah, and
turnips and potatoes.
Yeah, and so a lot of the smaller villages out there, it was in Empire control, but the Empire, you know, had a fairly loose grasp up there because we were basically just rabble. We're just basically peasants, and so like
it was probably like how the Romans were to the like barbarians.
So basically, they'll come out here and stomp down any resistance, or if we got too rowdy, they come back on down with an iron fist. But for the most part, a lot of us got a way of raiding each other's villages for supplies because we were so desperate. And then when things got bad enough, the Empire would come through and kill a bunch of us and neutralize the, you know, like uprisings against each other, because we were literally raiding one another village like Vikings would, but we were desperate. We weren't raiding for gold and silver. We were raiding for food and supplies, horses, carriages, or like carts and tools and shit like that.
Crazy.
Because most of the food we produced had to go to the Empire. Then one day we spoke out against the Empire and we were exiled because we were tired of the murder of each other. We've lost so many young folk to desperate raids and things like that. So we were basically Vikings without boats.
Yeah,
and more desperate. That's the theme I was going with for my characters.
Yeah, I gotta flesh out this whole thing with the Lord and being exiled, because like
you don't have to be super detailed. You can still be vague, but be detailed enough, because most of this Empire stuff is our past, and it won't be brought up too much because it's more. But think about more of what the future RP is going to be that defines your character, and not the past that defines your character. You're basically building up like who your character is with kind of a background, but that's not going to define who you are going forward. You know, maybe it'll define you a little bit, but it's basically to give you a starting ground and a background and some history to make it a little easier to ease into your character.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to you later, man. Look forward to moving.
Hell yeah, brother.
Bye.
Bye.
I wanted to give him a call to see how he was doing. Days, or 38 days so far. I've been here since day one. I think after we finish the roof on our building, we'll get some rest. Like 3. I think 3 or 4. Like few of them were lag based, where like I was farther away from the enemy, and then all of a sudden it hit me. Actually, no, we're probably like more like 5. I haven't died a lot. I've had a couple like I got killed by a giant once. I got killed twice over by the tavern when they spawned in those bigger what's it called? Grey dwarfs. But the issue for me was that I was blocking and it hit in my shield and did full damage anyways. Yeah, other than that, I think I've died maybe five times. I know as I get farther in the game I'll die less because I tend to prepare a lot for things. I tend to always have food on me. And so the stronger I get, the less I'll die, I believe. Even to the harder enemies, because I know how to fight them and I know their weaknesses and shit like that. Thank you. Yeah, so back here is gonna be like kind of like a Jarl's planning room and things like that. The rest of this area is gonna be like I'll have a risen stage right here for where I'll sit as Jarl. We'll have fire in the middle, a row of tables on this side, and a row of tables on the other side. This is gonna be a very public kind of building. Valheim, but it's Spyro the Dragon. I can see somebody bringing in a Spyro the Dragon PS1 model into this game and it would fit perfectly. I can see like all the NPCs from like Spyro the Dragon fitting in this game perfectly. Just because style-wise, it's like the same amount of polygons. Let's see how much we can build.
gonna break a cardinal sin. There we go. I had to do it. I had to do it. Fucking rad, right? Fucking rad. Dude, this is nice. This is beautiful. It's stunning. Oh, yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. Took all of his, what's it called? Burnt food.
How did I get fine wood from that? What the hell? That's a glitch. I'm gonna report that. They just gave me free fine wood for breaking that. I don't think I'm supposed to have this early because yesterday the value to build this was 20 normal wood, 20 core wood, 20 stone, 20 flint. And since it was Stone Age, I figured that's what they intended it to be. So I made it early.
Hey, what's up, Cot? Leave out so far.
I don't speak that language, unfortunately. Made my makeshift little throne. For our behalf.
when I do a little bit more building, I think I'm gonna get some shut-eye. I'm getting pretty tired. I've been going tough, going strong. Thought that Grey Dwarf down there was a player first. Yeah, there's only 4 people active right now. Alright, let's quit here. We built enough, the roof's on, so that's good. Alright guys, thank you for watching, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna get some sleep. Alright. Stream and good night.